Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It is Carla of the Learn English by Speaking English show. Yeah, that's why I'm here right now. And I am here to speak with people in English. As always, we are sponsored by the Institute of Peace, which promotes peace every day through conversations using technology online. I speak to people from all over the world, and I couldn't do it if it wasn't for technology. Having said that, I want to invite you to come speak with us. Remember, you need to get the Zoom link, and you can only get it by coming through GiggleFest University, the link that I will put in the chat and I will be sharing out. And on there, you'll find the Zoom link. Make sure you have installed the software. It happens easily. Anyone can do it. If you see value to the show, and many of you are now, the past few days, it's been amazing, the views and the share outs. Share it out. Let the world, let your family and friends know we're here. And I will remind that throughout the show at different times. I have Pamela Hills with me, so I can stop talking as I share out. I look forward to seeing you guys. And Pamela, can you please introduce yourself?
Okay. Well, hi, everyone all over the world. It's Pamela Hills, and it must be Wednesday because it is the one day besides Sunday that I try to get here. I live in New York.
Or do you do it?
I do it. I do it.
Okay.
But anyway, I live in Newark, Ohio, in America, and sometimes I'm asked, what's Ohio famous for? Well, every state in the United States of America is unique. We have beautiful parks. There's special food in every state. It takes a long time to get from the East Coast, where Carla lives, to the West Coast, which is, say you're going to California. It could take you quite a few days to get there if you are driving, which is, to me, the best way to go, because then you can stop and see the sights along the way. We are blessed here in America. I mean, truly, it's not just America that's a melting pot. It's okay.
Wow.
Okay. It is the whole world that is a melting pot now. Every country is blessed to have people from all over the world inside their countries, inside their states, and they bring with them wonderful recipes and food and stories and history. We are a blessed world, and sometimes we forget that. The most amazing thing to me is social media. It's a way to connect each and every one of us that would have not have been possible. You think, what was it, early 80s, I think, when computers, were starting to come out, at least to the public. Government, military, all that stuff had them before we did. But as we began to talk to one another, I'll never forget when I met Rehan Alawala. I had 60 friends. Most of those were kids I went to high school and family. Then he introduced me to the world, as he has Carla and many of you out there. And when you reach out to someone you don't know, you begin with an introduction by saying, "Hi, how are you? I'm from America. My name is Pamela," and then it goes from there. Um, this is how you start a conversation, no matter where you go, and then it just goes from there. Anyway, I went from 60 friends to 5,000 friends in a very short time. And I urge all of you out there, you have an incredible opportunity to speak to Americans, which I've heard and asked this question many, many times. Am I the first American you speak to? We've asked it here on the show. And they say yes. You will never forget that first American you talk to. And if you want to improve your English, it's as easy as doing what Carla said. Get the link, come to the show, and get over your fear of speaking to an American. We're not that scary.
We have Michael, sorry to stop you, but we have Michael Doderick here, which surprises me totally. I hope he's not driving, but I would like him to say hello. I'm sorry to interrupt.
Oh, no.
But
speaking of scary Americans.
No!
You're not driving, are you, Michael, or I have to kick you out?
Kick me out then.
You gotta say hi before I kick you out.
I just did. Hi.
You have a moonroof.
A little more because I've missed you.
Yeah. We want to hear what you've been up to.
I am so crazy busy. I'm doing all of my coaching of public speaking, as I always do, and doing a lot of finding some work around my house. But I've got two big projects at the moment. One is the musical Shrek. I'm directing and choreographing that in Dutch, and that opens in less than 3 weeks from now. So there's been a lot of extra rehearsals. And I wrote a pastiche, there's a good English word, piece called Handel Goes Tinder. And basically it's about a young woman who is unlucky in love, and her best friend says, well, if you want to find a relationship, go on Tinder. And she goes on many dates with terrible and hysterical consequences. But the story is told by one actress who's a classical soprano, another actress who plays the violin. We have a Baroque orchestra, and the rest is all told through either social media. On the screen, you see her Facebook profile and what she's putting on Instagram, and the guys on Twitter. And the rest is told through the music of Georg Handel. So she sings in Italian. She's a beautiful classical singer, and we found a way to get younger audiences to enjoy opera music, and we found a way to get classical music lovers to enjoy the music that they love in a new and modern jacket. And tried that show out this summer, and it was a huge success. And now we're scrambling to fill all of the bookings we're getting. So I've been really, really busy with lots of stuff.
Congratulations, Michael.
Yep. Thank you.
So this is a continuation of what you did this summer, correct?
Yes, that was the piece I did this summer. This summer, the piece was 45 minutes long, and then we got a request to do a little bit longer, so I expanded it to an hour. But originally, I wanted it to be a 2-act piece, and today we met with the actresses and all of the musicians, and today I presented the 2-act version with new songs, new dialogue, new slides, and was just hoping, like, oh, is the story still there? Is it getting muddied? Is it too much? And at the end of the rehearsal, everyone was crying. So I was like, oh, we took something, and this is a case of 1 + 1 = 5.
Wow. Amazing. I'm enjoying the sky above you.
Yeah, I have my sky roof open in the car.
Now, is it
And,
raining? It looks like it's raining.
It is. It's Holland, so it's almost always raining.
Right.
But the rain season just started, and that usually means that it just pours out of the sky in buckets. And I speak to my mom this way in America when we talk. I don't look at the camera. I just concentrate on driving. But
Okay, as long as you're doing that and we can see you, I'm fine. But I do need to interrupt you for one moment, Michael. Someone is telling me the link is not working. There are 1, 2, 3, 5 people in the show, including myself, and they all came using the link on GiggleFest University. If you refresh your page, I know it's working. You just need to do it again. Don't tell me that. It is working. These people do not get, no one gets a special invitation to come. And if you see value to this show, share it out. Let people know we're here. Bring your friends and family. Okay, go on, Michael.
I was just saying, when I went to log on today, I clicked on the link, and immediately I got a notice saying this site is having technical difficulties. No. So I actually, that is what happened. And then I clicked on it again, and then I got through. So there might be some, but yeah, just keep trying.
I check it myself. I know it's working. So people, please, if you have a problem, just restart your Zoom or restart your device. That could be part of the problem too. And if you are interested, please share this out so your friends and family can be a part of this. We want as many people speaking English as possible. And Bilal Ahmed, I don't know you yet, but and Anik. If you don't put on your smiles, I will put you in the white room until you do. You need to smile. You're at GiggleFest University. Looking like this doesn't say much for GiggleFest University. Put on your smile, please, now. Big smiles. I want to see teeth. Okay, go on. I don't mean to be a problem. I just needed to say that to you all.
Come on.
And I am very happy that you're all here. Okay, where are the Bilal? You know what, Michael? We got to talk to this man because he doesn't seem to know how to smile. Bilal, I don't know you. Introduce yourself, please. First of all, let me tell you, Bilal, the reason I ask people to smile is that it helps relax you. And when you're relaxed, you don't worry about the mistakes you make. Mistakes are a part of learning. You come here to improve your English. So one, put on your smile. Let's see you wear it. I saw it for a moment. It was beautiful. And introduce yourself. Tell us who you are and where you're from and what you're about. You're unmuted. Come on, talk. Say hello. Bilal, I think you need to go and restart your device because we can't hear you. At the back, on the left side of your screen, you should see a little mic. Make sure you have it on and that it's working.
Okay. Oh, still.
Bilal, go listen to me. I want you to leave the show, restart your Zoom, restart your computer, and come back. I will let you in, but we can't hear you. I don't know what. Take out your earplugs. Disconnect your earplugs. Okay.
He was talking
his
away.
headphones, really, because he's
Yeah.
on the computer. He doesn't need them. And I just realized that. Okay, Anik, can you introduce yourself, please?
Yeah, why not? I am Anikur Rahman.
Yay!
Okay. I am Anikur Rahman from Karachi, Pakistan. Currently working for a private dental college. And one thing I want to tell more about myself, which I haven't tell you before. I am a web developer also and a graphic designer.
You are a
And
what? Designer?
web
Say that.
developer.
Talk slowly
Web
and talk louder because I couldn't hear you. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. I said I am a web developer and a graphic designer.
Oh, really?
And that's basically my passion. I do it by my.
When do you have time?
Did you get me?
When do you have time to do web design?
I didn't get you. Can you repeat?
When do you have time to do web development?
I have time. I have a lot of time after my job. My job ends about at 4 p.m. and after that I'm free, and I do it as a hobby.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why don't you do it on Fiverr and bring in a little income?
Actually, I just started it 3 months back. I learned it most of that from YouTube. So I am working on it to be a professional.
I would be proud of you. You did it on YouTube.
Thank you very much.
I'm telling you right now, he would be thrilled to hear you say that. He keeps saying that to me. Carla, you want to learn this? Go to YouTube. And I'm like, no, I want to be guided. No, YouTube. And stop the conversation.
Then I want to tell you one more thing. About 1 year back, I started vlogging and I keep it up for up to 2 months. Then I get stuck up with the editing because editing takes a lot of time while you are editing some video. So I ended that up and starting web development and graphic designing. So it feels okay to me. So I am continuing that.
Okay. Are you thinking about doing it on Fiverr?
Sorry?
Are you thinking about earning some money doing that? If I remember correctly, you're not really crazy about your job.
I said I want to be a professional first, then I start earning. So when I have a good command over the web development and graphic designing, then I will do that.
Okay, but do you realize that you learn by doing? And the longer you put something off, the harder it becomes to do?
Yeah. Actually, I built the website and for not some client, but my own self. I have actually 3 websites that I have developed in the last 2 months, and the editing goes on every day. I edit my video and someone else, or same as goes with the photographs. I added the photographs. So practice makes you the best. So I think when you have a good command, you can deliver more good, and
True,
that's what I think.
true, but you're never going to stop learning. And in
Yeah,
order
that's
to
also
learn, you don't want to hear what I have to say.
no. Please, please.
And in order to learn, you need to put yourself out there. The longer you stay private, the more difficult that will become. You can start doing that now.
Then after the video, I will make account on Fiverr.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Get started. Don't
Yeah.
put it off.
Fiverr is a really, really great place to get started. I mean, you already do graphic design, so like, yeah, I got for my website, I got my logo, I got all of my color schemes, everything. I got them for a good price, but it was also I gave people an opportunity to test out their talent. So if you've already done graphic design and you've got 3 websites, that's more than enough to get started on Fiverr and say, yeah,
Right.
hey, I'm a student, I'm working on this, this is what I love, it's my passion, so if I can help you, let me know what you need. And that's one of the best ways to learn, by doing.
Thank you. Uh, I will act upon your advice, and after that video, I'm going to do that. And I'm working on one more thing, that's called content writing. So that will take a bit practice, I think, because
Again, don't put it off. Just start doing it. We talked about this a lot yesterday. If you put it off, it'll never get done. I'm not good enough. You think that way. But if you think I can do it and you start now, you're going to become better at it. Content writing does take time. I'm not really great at it, but I'm making myself do it now because I know I must do it. I mean, I would rather just do videos and never do any content writing if it was up to me. Michael, we lost him because of some, I assume it's,
Now we lost Michael. Oh, there he is.
I'm still here.
I think it's because of connections, but Michael,
Yes.
you may talk a little more. And
Actually,
I am going to check out the link while you're talking.
Unfortunately, I have just arrived. One of the reasons why it's difficult for me to join the show is that where I am in Amsterdam, it really starts like right in the middle of cooking time and goes right through when we have dinner. And by the time I'm finished, then the show is over. And the only reason I called in today is because I had a late rehearsal out of town and I was driving back and I was like, I'm tired. I'm picking up sushi. I got sushi with me. I'm on my way home. And I know in about 2 minutes, my husband's going to come outside and go, what are you doing sitting in the parking lot? So I'm actually going to sign off. But because I had some time, I decided I would join you for the short amount of time that I had.
Good to see you, Michael.
I'm so glad you came for the short amount of time.
Can I ask you, when you mentioned Shrek, are you Shrek? You'd make a great Shrek.
Thank you very much. Actually, if I could choose any role to play, I would love to play Farquaad because bad guys are really fun to play. Farquaad is a hysterical role. He's on his knees the whole show, and he's got 2 little fake legs with feet. taped
Oh,
to his upper thighs, so he looks really tiny, and I've got a really fun guy. I performed professional musicals for years
wow.
until I damaged my voice, and now I'm pretty much just on the other side. I love writing, I love directing, I love translating, choreographing, and this is such a fun show because it's got fairy tale characters, so the costumes are great. We've got a huge dragon we're building with a big head that the eyes light up and the
Wow.
eyelashes blink. We're playing in an old church, and I've actually turned the entire show sideways. So instead of an opening that's maybe 4 yards wide, now the entire audience sits sideways, and the stage is about 13 yards from left to right, because it's a show about travelings, and I wanted them to be able to move instead of just walking around in circles. But my set crew is working on these beautiful paper mache trees, and we've got
Wow.
banners for the castle and the princess's tower, and there's a tap dance number with the Pied Piper, where the Pied Piper can't get the mice to follow him, and Fiona says, "Oh, here, give me that flute. You're playing the wrong song." And the mice come on, and the mice are just tap shoes, but we've made little mice over the tap shoes, and the girls are dressed completely in black, and we light them very low, so they're black against black, and all you can see are these feet, and they do this little tap number, and it's so much fun. I
Oh,
love being creative, and yeah.
you get to play all the time. I admire you.
Well, that's what we were saying to Anik as well, is that I've got amateurs in my group, I've got professionals, and there's people that say, "Oh, I'd love to do musicals, so maybe I should take some voice lessons, maybe I should do some acting, maybe I should go see some shows." And I say, "Anik, maybe you should come audition and be part of the show." And
Yeah.
Right.
I've got people now that, I mean, I'm quite proud that in 10 years I've actually sent 2 people on that to professional schools, and they're now performing in musicals. And it's just
Wow.
because instead of dreaming about it and just studying, there's plenty of opportunities to do.
And Michael,
Actually, right.
I want to make a comment about opportunities. We often say to ourselves, "Oh, I'm not ready to do this," or "I'm not good enough to do it." But when we're saying that, we're letting go of the opportunity. And
Right.
I've done it myself. Rayhan gave me a suggestion the other day, and I said, "Oh, I need to look into it." And he said something to me, and I said, "No, I'm not lazy." And he said, "Well, I just need to change my mindset." And he said, "Not a little, a lot." And when I first heard those words, I go, "Why are you saying that? I'm working on this."
Yep.
And then the next morning I woke up and I realized he is absolutely right. I'm letting opportunities fly by because I think I need to do this or do that, and I'm not doing, but I am just dreaming. And you need to let the dreams go.
Dreaming is a great way to artificially step out of your comfort zone, but it's just the idea that's outside. And I'm all for learning as well. I'm all for
Right.
education, but that's also when you are learning something, if you're not applying it or trying it, you're still staying in your comfort zone. And this show is a perfect example. You could study English, but until you speak it, you're just staying safe. And that's why I love the show. I have to really go inside now. It was lovely to see you guys. I'll try and join you again next time, okay?
Oh, please do, Michael.
Bye-bye.
I get so excited when I see you're here.
I'm a super busy guy, and I do my best.
Whenever you can come, as I said, pop in. You
I
are
will.
more than welcome.
Have a good conversation, and Anik, I will see you on Pfeiffer very soon. Get your profile done.
Actually,
Yes,
you're
go on.
going to see me on Fiverr very soon too for interviews.
Okay.
That's very nice.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
Michael.
Bye.
I'll
Thank you
remove
very much.
you. Oh, he's gone. Okay, Anik. Now, before you
So
say that, let me say something. There are people who are here, like Essen Kazi, who are watching the show. Essen often says to me, I can't speak English. I can't come to the show because I can't speak English, which is one reason I don't talk to him anymore, because he says he can't instead of doing. Essen, change your attitude and come. There are a
I want to say one
whole
thing.
bunch of people watching the show who should come in and talk to us and not just watch.
I want to say one thing. I want to add that.
What you
I want to say
said.
that before coming to this show, I was also a little bit confused that what am I going to say in this show? What will I do after joining the show? But from yesterday, I think that I should get in the show. If I don't speak, I can listen to you. But when I enter the show, I start speaking. So this show gives you two types of you can say one you can learn English and the other your confidence get built up.
And that's what it's all about. Building up
Yeah.
the confidence so you can speak. Let's
Yeah.
look at the world today. You are in Karachi. You want to do web design. You could do web design for me in the United States, or for someone in India, or for someone in Australia.
Yeah.
But you can't unless you feel comfortable speaking English. Because
That's true.
I don't know Urdu. I can't talk to you in Urdu. But if you're speaking in English, and even if it is broken English, not perfect English, it doesn't matter. What matters is that you are speaking. And if
Yeah,
you are attempting to do it, you are going to bring those people to you.
yeah. I think it's about delivering the idea. Provide it's making you understand that what I'm trying to say you. Whether it's in good English, it's my sentences are correct or not, but you understand that. I know my English is not very good, but I also speak.
Whoa! Stop it! What made you say your English is not very good? Why did you say that?
Because the human keeps learning. You are not perfect in everything.
No one is perfect in anything. I make mistakes.
That's why I said
speaking.
that.
Whoa, quiet for a moment, please.
Okay.
Don't interrupt. Listen to what I'm saying. I make mistakes speaking at times. I know Pamela does. There's times that I even correct her, which maybe I shouldn't as much, but I do. We all make mistakes. Mistakes is how we learn. You have the courage to come and speak. And that is the big difference between, and I'm going to use his name, Essen Kazi, who is out there watching right now and saying, oh, Carla's a great teacher, blah, blah, blah. I'm not a great teacher if he isn't coming in and speaking and working on speaking. I'm not a great teacher for those people who just watch and say, oh, you're wonderful. I'm not helping them. I only really help them when they have the courage to come and be a part of the show.
And that should be the thought of every teacher.
You're doing that. That's when I become the teacher. Not for those watching and being afraid to come. It's for those who come and speak.
Actually, today when I'm waiting for your show for the last half an hour because I don't know when your show is going to start because I want to be the first participant of the show, and so did I. I was
And
waiting for your show.
how do you feel now that you have come in and you've begun speaking? I want you to talk a little about it so others can hear that. And maybe Pamela will have a better question for you than I do.
To be honestly, before coming to this show, I haven't speak to any, you can say, in front of 12 or 40 people from the last 5 years. I didn't speak to a conference even. So when I decided to come to this show, first my thought was I'm not going to speak anything in this show. But when I joined the show, I encouraged myself why not to speak something. So when I speak at the first day, I think I could speak at even in front of people. If I can speak at social media where about thousands of people are watching you, then why cannot you speak in front of audience?
Right. Why can't you do that? Why are people afraid to do that?
Yeah, actually, it's kind of, you can say, there's a I don't know what to say that in English. Uh, the word goes out of my mind. There is a, you can, what I say, I forgot the word actually.
Afraid?
All right,
Uh,
go at it. You're doing very well.
I tell you one thing. Hope को क्या कहते हैं? Hope को English में क्या कहते हैं? Hope. No. It's like a thread that build up in yourself. That you build yourself. That I cannot speak in front of anyone.
Why? I'm trying to understand this so I can help others. Help me understand. I'm serious.
I don't know. I think it's all about your mind. You develop that thing in your mind that you cannot speak, or from the you are afraid from the people that people will laugh at you. You cannot speak good. You are not a good speaker.
Okay, what is the name of this show?
This show,
What is the name of the show?
I didn't get you.
What is the name of the show?
Of this show, I mean English learning.
No, do you know what it is?
Actually, I don't know.
That's okay. I'm not angry. I just was asking. I was hoping you could tell me.
I think learning English with Carla.
No. It's okay. Don't worry about it. It's learn English by speaking English. You come to the show to learn how to speak. You come to the show to experience speaking it. Do you think I expect people to speak it perfectly?
No, because a good teacher always want to make the students to learn more.
Right.
By building the confidence in him. That you can do it.
Absolutely. Michael Cillian, can you come to the show today? I'd love you to stop in. I know you're coming tomorrow, but since you're watching, will you come? Right. So you want to come. You want to learn to speak. You want to gain that confidence.
Yeah.
You cannot do it unless you speak it. I want you to make as many mistakes as you want. I don't care.
Yeah.
Because if you make a mistake that needs to be corrected, I will correct it right away. But
That's
even
true.
if you just make a mistake, that's how you learn.
Yeah.
If you
It's
call
like
me wait a minute. If you call me a man, I'm going to correct that right away because I'm not a man. You should know that. But if you call yourself a woman, I'm going to correct that too. Those are very simple mistakes. But the only way you learn is by making them. It doesn't matter. Just
true.
make the mistake. Come in to make them. I don't understand it. I really don't understand how we can have so many people watching, and I'm looking at the numbers now, and they are not coming because they are afraid to speak.
Yeah, that's true. I want to say that it's like if you read the whole book about driving, that how to drive a car, you cannot learn the driving. But when you enter into the car and start driving by your own self, then you learn that.
Right,
It's same thing with the speaking. If you keep listening only all the time, you cannot speak.
right. And it's the same thing when you were a baby and you learned to walk. Did you think, I'm not going to walk until I walk perfectly?
Yeah,
What happened? You'd fall and you'd get up again and you'd walk. The sad thing is we are told so many times in life, and Pamela, you can talk too, I'm talking a lot.
yeah,
We are told so many times in life, don't do that because you don't know how. Learn how to do it first. That as adults, we ruin our lives because we refuse to learn. We are afraid to try something new.
yeah.
And
Meanwhile, I remember the word I want to use that. I want to use the word phobia. Now I remember.
Phobia.
right, phobia, being scared.
Yeah, yeah.
And you know why
It's
you're remembering it now? It's because you're relaxing with it.
yeah, that's true.
Weren't relaxing, it was hard for you to remember. Raya said you need to put on your camera or I'm going to have to take you out of the show. I'm sorry, that's a rule unless you're a woman. And there he goes. Yay! I do not know this person. Let me say hello to him and let him introduce himself.
Yeah.
And I am unmuting him now. Raya, first of all, tell me how to pronounce your name because I'm sure I don't have it correct. I unmuted you.
It's gone.
See, that's what I mean. People get so scared and I'm on camera. So what? Who cares if you make a mistake?
Yeah,
It's more important for you to come and make that mistake. And I'm saying this to everyone out there. Nadia Jaffrey, come and make a in fact, I think you probably do speak English. But come and speak. Okay, let's say hi to Naeem. How are you, Naeem? Please introduce yourself. Oh, wait a minute, you're muted. Okay, try it again.
Hi Carla, hi Pamela, I'm Naeem. And I'm from Hwa Chong Agricultural University. I'm doing master over here. Basically, I'm from Pakistan. So my major is crop breeding and genetics, which is all about agriculture. Uh, you can say like this is the sub branch of agriculture, and my specialization is on cotton crop, which is cash crop.
Cash crop? What is a cash crop?
We call it say some major crops are cash crop. I mean to say you can say uh,
Wait a minute, before
uh,
you say that, hold on for a moment. People are
yeah, yeah.
saying the link is not working. I just checked it a few moments ago. The link is working. If you are having a problem, just close your camera, close your phone, close your browser before you do that, and restart and come back. There's a problem on your side. The link is working. I will try it again, but trust me, I know it's working. So, okay, I'm sorry. I just needed to tell people because there's a lot of people saying that today, and I'm going to check it again right now, actually. Go on. Pamela, can you talk to him so I can check and see?
Okay. Please tell everyone what a cash crop is. I know, but please explain this so Carla
Uh,
learns.
okay. Actually, there are a lot of crops. In whenever we talk about when we sell the crops, some crops are like not easily we can't sell easily because due to some rates, due to they have a lot of problems. But some crops are major crops, and we can sell anytime on a very good rates. So this mean if you don't have cash, I mean to say if you have cotton in your like home, and so we call it say cash crop, you can sell easily, and means you have the cash. So that's why we call it say cash crop.
Okay.
Okay, just
Yeah.
wait one moment. I just checked. The link is working. If you're having a problem, it's a problem with your browser or your internet connection. Please just restart again and check on, click on the link. If you are in the chat in the watch party, you may need to come over to Rayhan's page to just click on the link or copy the link into your browser. But it is working. I've checked it 2 or 3 times during the show already, and I've had no problems. And believe me, I have no special link, no special way of checking this out. Okay, I'm sorry to interrupt. I just wanted them to know. Go on.
Okay. We have farmers in America, as you know, who sell their crops globally. Finally, China, because of the tariffs, and this can cause big problems, has bought millions of bushels of soybeans from the American farmers. Now, for your cotton, in order for it to be a cash crop, do you sell the cotton globally there? Does it go out to other countries around the world?
Well, I'm not sure about China, but I'm sure about Pakistan. Uh, as I have, in the previous show, I have talked about like uh, Pakistan is the fourth largest producer of cotton, and India is on the in 2018. The production was like Indian's cotton production was about the first, and the second was the China, and the third was USA, and the fourth was Pakistan. So I'm sure about Pakistan. Pakistan is exporting cotton, but I'm not sure about China, their policies. As you know, you have already talked about You know,
Right.
the lot of millions of tariffs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, other than cotton, are you involved with, because I know Pakistan grows many, many things.
Yeah.
I'm told that you have the best mangoes in the world. Do you export those
Yes.
or just sell those within country?
Uh, well, uh, my background is about, we have a seed company in Pakistan. We deal some like major crops like cotton, wheat, and maize, and the pulses. Pulses have some like chickpea and lentils. So these are our major crops. We are dealing with these kind of crops. So as far as mango is concerned, so it's, yeah, mango production is, very high in some of the region of the like southern regions of the Punjab, in Pakistan.
I want
So
to add one
the
thing.
demand
Wait
of
a moment.
demand of
Go on, not you, but
Wait.
you may not interrupt someone else when they're talking,
Okay.
please. That's not
okay
fair, nor is it right, and
Okay.
you've had a long time to speak. Okay, go on.
Uh, we have many varieties of mangoes, and we are like, especially Pakistanis are exporting mangoes varieties. As you know, uh, Pakistani mangoes are very famous, all around the globe. So uh, we are dealing just major crops.
Okay. Here in America, especially in Arizona, at the border, they check you. You cannot bring in fresh fruit or certain things into there because it could kill all their crops. And as far as I know, that's the only major place that I know of in America. Like if I had gotten fruit from Pakistan, I couldn't take it into Arizona.
Mhm.
Um, you know, so and I don't.
Well,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
okay. Well, as far as agricultural products are concerned, um, they have some basic laws, like we call it, say, IPR, intellectual
Oh,
property rights. So, we can't like move with some specific seeds because, there are a lot of diseases, like in cotton, especially because I'm working on cotton. So a very serious problem is like cotton leaf curl virus, CLCV. So these kind of, I mean to say, diseases. So that's why, this is the main problem. We can't like move with this kind of um, how can we say, we use mostly two terminologies, which is endogenous and exogenous. Endogenous means inside the countries we have a lot of cultivars or varieties. So we can't move with the, we have, if we want to take some seeds for our trials or for research purposes, so we can just write a letter, official letter, to concerned department, either it's US or either it's Pakistan, whatever the country is. So we have to just write an email to the specific department, and then they will allow, okay, this is for the research purpose, okay, you can we can send you. But for the commercial purpose, we can't send
hmm.
these kind of cultivars especially. But whenever we talk about the hybrids or some safe, mean to say, varieties, so we can doing like import and export, all around the globe.
Okay. I have one other question, and then I know he
Before
wanted.
you do that,
Oh,
let me just say,
okay.
Araz, please sit up. Please put your smile on. Same with you, Anik. You are not good ambassadors of Giggle Fest University if you are frowning. And number two, people are still saying the link is not working. I've checked it 3 times. Please just refresh and come. No one came from a link that I sent them. They got here on their own. Okay.
I just have one more question, and then I know the gentleman up there wanted to say something. Okay, we know because of global warming and something that was started a few years ago, which is in danger, it's the World Seed Bank. Do you study about this where you're at, and do you know that seeds from Pakistan are being saved in the World Seed Bank? Can you tell us your knowledge on this?
Sorry, I didn't get your point. Can you repeat again?
Okay. Okay. Okay, first of all, have you heard of the World Seed Bank?
Yeah, we have different seeds. I mean to say, seeds banks are in all around the world. So, like in Pakistan, we have some specific genes bank. We call it say genes bank or seed banks, where the collection of varieties stored there. So I have heard the name of World Seed Bank.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, but there's one, I mean, this seed bank is huge because it has seeds from every country in the world. If there was a natural disaster, they could go to the seed bank one day and get seeds that originated in their country. But the World Seed Bank is also experiencing problems. It's in, I forget where it's at, but it has to be in the coldest part of the world. And because of climate change, it can also be in danger. And so I was just wondering, because with what you do, if you had learned or studied about the seed bank. I believe it was started by the Gates family.
Yeah. Well, you're absolutely right. As you have told us, like climate is changing every day. So it's a very big challenge for, especially for the food security. You are absolutely right. But for me, I am doing research on cotton resistant, disease, insect resistant plants. So, like, for example, I'm doing, we have a very severe attack on cotton is about whitefly, and which cause later on the cotton leaf curl virus, which is a very, you can say the uh, big problem for cotton yield losses.
Oh, yeah.
It's because of the for the white fly. So I'm working on, like, there are a lot of researches in all over the world has been done, but a very, a specific name gene which is against the white fly. So I'm working on, like,
Oh,
that gene. So
wow.
99% control is like, we can control the white fly attack, 99%.
Wow.
So same
Well,
like that in all over the world. The research, the research are going on about insect resistant, about fiber quality, about taste, about the quality. So but the main problem is the climate change. You're absolutely right. We must do some research on, like, climatic conditions. For example, I have a very good seed over here in China, and I want to do research in Pakistan. But the question is the climate change. If I want to take some seed from, China to Pakistan, and I want to sow the seed to, like, in Pakistan, so there will be no balls on that plant. The
yeah.
reason is the climate change, the high temperature. So
Right.
this is the main problem. We mostly use another terminology, which is acclimatization. In scientific terminology, we use acclimatization. We must adopt the specific environment, specific conditions according to that plant. For example, over here, the temperature is about 28, 30. So and all the other conditions like humidity, each and every aspect. So we must follow in the greenhouses in Pakistan, like that. So we must do some for 1 to 2 generations. We must adopt according to the
Wow.
environment or according to the situation. Yeah, this is the main
You
phenomenon which is
have to have
going
a
on.
fascinating job. What you may do could save the world harvest crop one day. I admire you.
Yeah.
Keep it up.
Thank you so much. Yeah, just pray for us because we are doing our best. Let's see
Yeah.
what will happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, no, the other guy I think left, right? That wanted to ask.
He needed to leave. His
Oh,
battery
okay.
died.
Okay. Carla, do you want to say anything and move on to this gentleman that's been waiting?
You were fine with Naeem. He comes every day. Did you want to say anything to me specifically? Naeem,
Naeem?
before I go on?
Well, Carla, you can, I think, move on. Yeah, because I don't have.
Okay. I just want to say I'm fascinated by what you do because I grew up on a farm. We had dairy cows. My uncle farmed corn, and we didn't grow cotton because you can't grow cotton in the northern part of the United States. But
Okay.
how can you say the world food source and climate change go hand in hand? And I thank you for what you're doing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I have one question. What are the major crops like in your
Wait,
area?
before you say
Wait.
that, you can ask in a moment. Asin Mahmood, could you please restart your Zoom, restart your phone, and come back so we can see you? I can't keep you without a picture. If there's a problem, write it in the chat. But for now, I'm putting you back in the white room. Okay. Go on.
Okay.
Naeem.
Okay. Go ahead and ask me a question, and then we'll move on. You and I could
Okay.
talk all day.
Oh,
Okay.
Go
well,
ahead.
anyway, she can talk.
Okay. Go ahead. Ask away.
Okay. Well, I have a question about what are the main major crops in your area? I mean to say in your region.
Okay. Corn, soybeans, of course, hay and wheat and straw and crops like those are mainly grown in our areas.
Okay.
There are different climates. Different things can be grown in different parts of the United States. Like we
Okay.
can't grow cotton, we can't grow rice, we don't grow citrus here. And it's like I say, America is a huge place with different
Yeah.
climates and different growing seasons. So what you would
Absolutely
find
right.
here in Ohio, you wouldn't necessarily find in say Arizona or California or places like that.
Okay. And what about the pulses?
Okay, explain to the world what pulses is. Can you tell them one?
I have
One,
no
'cause
idea. I was just going to say, what is that?
yeah, the first time I heard this, I asked someone what they were cooking, and they said pulses, and I'm going, what? So please tell everyone what. And Carla, tell her what these are.
I have no idea. I'm like, what is that?
You okay? Okay. Well, Carla, pulses is whenever we talk about in the scientific terminology, so it's a basically leguminous. It belongs to leguminous family and leguminous crops. We call it say. So this is basically uh, rich in very nutritious, like rich in very protein, have very protein, high content of protein, and furthermore these are daily, you can say, usage, we use as like vegetables. Pulses mean like lentil, chickpea, grams, and mash bean, and like that. So these are pulses,
Yeah.
and we have a lot of varieties of these mean to say pulses in a country like Pakistan. I hope so all around the world.
Yeah.
So I think you.
Yeah, we use chickpeas here in America. Now I don't think we grow them here in Ohio, and I have used brown lentils, red lentils, and let's see, green lentils, and what have
Okay.
you. But I'm like Carla. The first time I heard the name pulse, because I'm thinking, take your pulse, okay? Another word for
Okay.
pulse. Um,
Okay.
and then the other thing that was learning, and this is what we do here. This is why we love for you to
Yeah.
come and talk to us. Um,
Absolutely
lady
right.
fingers. Lady fingers. The first time I was talking to a woman and she told me in Pakistan she was fixing lady fingers, I'm going, oh no. And then because she didn't know the English name for it, we call it okra.
Okra. Absolutely
She
right.
called it pendi. Well, at that time, I didn't know what pendi was. So she said, let me Google it. So she got a picture. Again,
Okay.
people, we learn from each other. You teach us
Mm.
many things as we learn from you. So thank you.
Yeah.
You have been a
Okay.
world of knowledge today.
Okay.
You
Okay.
always
Thank you
is.
very much.
Okay. 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 We've got, I think it's Uzma. Uzma?
Usama.
Osama.
Usama. Okay. I don't have my
Listen,
eyes on.
oh good, he's smiling now because I thought I
Oh,
was
he's got a nice smile.
I know. Can you talk to him for a moment, please? I'm going to leave you unmuted for now.
Oh, okay. Please tell the world who you are, what you do, where you come from, and all that good stuff.
Hello everyone, I am Osama and I am from Pakistan, living in a city you can say with world's second largest made dam, Tabela Dam.
Now,
You may have heard about it.
did you say you're from Kazakhstan?
No, I'm from Pakistan.
Pakistan. Okay.
Yeah.
And what city?
Yes. And Tabela.
Oh, wow. That's a new one. Where's this at? I know it in Pakistan,
It's
but a big city.
based like its name is based on a dam, made
Oh,
dam.
wow. What big?
Yes, it's not a big
No,
city.
but what big city are you near? What's the
I'm
biggest city?
near Islamabad capital.
Okay, okay. But this is a mud dam? It's made from mud?
Yeah, it's world's second largest mud-made dam.
Oh my goodness. I've been talking to people in Pakistan for a long time, but this is the first time I hear about this. I'll have to Google it so I can see it.
Yes.
What prevents the floods, since this is made out of mud, from washing it away?
It's this mud is mixed with some chemical, so it doesn't wash away.
Okay. I know I've talked to some in Send who live in mud huts. Who live in the mud huts. Is this
We are
made
not
out
living
of?
in mud huts. No. This is something else. It's purified mud. You can say it's went under some geological things, and it makes it something like it's mixed with some chemicals, which
Okay.
make them stronger. But mud is the basic material that is used in the construction of this dam.
Okay. Carla
I
needed.
need to make an unrelated comment. I was trying not to say anything about this, but I feel a need. Someone is advertising their website in chat on Facebook. That is totally unacceptable. The next time you do it, I will have to block you from the show. I've already reported it twice, and I've already asked for it to be hidden from the conversation. You ever do it again, or anyone does it again, I will just block you from the show. It's totally unacceptable. Okay, I'm sorry.
It's
This
okay.
this is not what the show's about.
No. Okay, I'm fascinated with a dam built from mud.
Yeah, that is quite amazing.
Yeah. How old is this?
It was constructed in 1971.
Oh, wow.
And it was a joint venture of many European companies and with Pakistan, like Italy, Germany, and USA also.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know the exact history about it, but many people lived here, so they still come here to visit and recall their memories. There are so many colonies
Wow.
that they built at that time when they were living here.
Now I'm sure you've seen it, right? You went? Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Okay. I'm just fascinated to learn about it. Tell us the name of it again, slowly, so I can Google it.
It's Turbila Dam.
Turbula? Turbula?
Yes.
Okay, what does this
Yes.
mean? What does that word mean?
In our language, Tur means wet, and Bela means in between the dam, the dry place in between the dam.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, we learned something new. Okay, go ahead, Carla.
Right, and another unrelated message. Etishan Kayani, I already have written many times how to join the show. You need to have the Zoom link, and you get that from the Gigglefest University website that is posted. And not only that, you need to download Zoom. I want you to come. You just need to do that, please. And you're more than welcome. We will be getting off soon. If you don't make it today, just come tomorrow. But yes, you are more than welcome. Okay, sorry. I'm sorry about
Oh
that.
no.
But
This is your show. You can interrupt anytime.
well, I don't like to interrupt good conversation.
Yeah. Okay. So what do you do?
I just completed my bachelor's in software engineering, and right now I'm into freelancing.
Oh.
I'm a writer, and nowadays I'm trying to learn graphics design.
Oh, fantastic. So,
I have a question. What freelance site do you use?
I'm on Fiverr nowadays because I'm a newbie.
Has it been helpful to you?
Yes, of course, it's helping.
Was it easy to sign up?
Yes, it's simple.
Because is there a cost to Fiverr, or is that cheap to sign up on?
Sorry?
Is there a fee for Fiverr?
Nothing. You don't have to pay.
Okay.
It's free.
You answered what I was curious about. Thank you. Go on, Pamela.
okay. Well, I just want to say to everyone out there watching, you have heard the conversations that we've had, And this is what Carla wants you to do, is come in and tell us something. Like, we learned about a mud dam. I mean, I am blown away. We learned about cotton and what it takes to save it. These are the amazing conversations that you can come and learn about each day and speak in English to each other. It's a win-win situation for all of us. So come and join us, please. Don't just sit out there. I'm like, Carla, why are you just sitting out there? Why aren't you coming and asking these gentlemen questions? Or us? Come and join us.
We have a big audience out there watching today and have had that all week. And I'm talking only to a handful of people. I don't care if you speak English fluently, come and speak. I don't care if you speak English only a teeny weeny bit, come and speak. No one cares, but if you don't come and speak, you'll never learn. This is how you learn. Now, I know that if your English is very weak and you're feeling uncomfortable, I can understand that. But you're not going to do it if you're sitting in the background. And I do have people who have very, very little knowledge of English coming. And they learn, they grow. Okay, end of the advertisement. But if you're finding value to this show, share it out. If you feel you can't come, but you really like watching it, let your family and friends know about it by sharing it out.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I just want to say that I talk to schools of students in Pakistan, and one of them, the Ocean School, everything is in English. Another one is in Swat Valley, and there was a young man that was here a few minutes ago who said he had a fear, of coming here and speaking. Well, the amazing thing that I love to see in Pakistan with these schools is the students. I mean, I have spoke to them, but the students have a topic and they have contests where they can interact with another school and see who wins. And so they get to stand up there and speak on something in English, to like an audience. And so at a young age, they are getting over this fear, which many of you out there are just now beginning to take that journey. So the younger that you learn something, and this is something that we ask, do you speak to your family in English? If you have been fortunate enough to speak English, do you ever speak English to each other at home? I'm asking you to, because you speak pretty good English.
Not at all.
You don't, you speak wonderful English. You don't speak to, if you have little brothers and sisters or nephews or nieces, you don't speak to them in English?
In our home or in my family, we don't usually speak in English. They speak in our local languages and national language. And some of my cousins are living abroad, like in UK. And when their kids come, we have to speak with them in English.
Okay. I'm just saying it's good practice, because I learned some Urdu by speaking to people in your country who speak Urdu. I don't speak it perfectly, but I try. And I know that more and more schools are beginning to teach English. So if the young kids learn the English at school and come home and cannot speak it to their family, how are they supposed to get better? How are they supposed to get better? It's supposed to be a two-way street here. Like if I say Sabe, you say apple. If I say, let's see, Manteco, I think it is. How are you? I learned it in Urdu because many don't speak English. But in the schools, like especially to the smaller kids, we start with simple things. And that we're talking the rural villages that I have talked to. These children take home the English words that they have learned in school. They can hold up that om and say mango. And their parents began to learn English. You know, so please, you speak beautiful English, and it helps you to improve, and it also helps them so that they can come here and talk to us. Okay?
Yes, sure.
Okay, go ahead, Carla.
Say unrelated again, but people are saying this. If you are having trouble getting the link to work, you need to restart your browser and put the link in again. The link is working. I've checked 4 times in the past hour. I'm not going to check again. The problem may be that your browser is just remembering that it's not working and saying, oh, it doesn't work. The other thing is, it will not work unless you have downloaded the Zoom app. You need to do that first. Download Zoom, close your browser, come back, open it up again. I would even close your computer and restart it and come to the show. It does work. Okay, I'm sorry. So many people are saying that today, and they keep on saying it. That's the issue. I can't do anything about it. I know it is working. Pamela?
Okay, I just want to show people out there. I want to give these 2 people a chance to talk to each other in English. Okay? The 2 of you.
Okay.
Okay.
You're both unmuted, so
How?
you can talk to each other.
Okay. How are you, Osama?
But no Urdu, no Spanish, no French, no Hindi, English only.
Yes. Hello, Naeem.
Hi, Osama. Yes, Carla, you're absolutely right, because this is online, English learning program. So why we are talking?
People try to get away with it. Believe me, it's
Okay.
bizarre.
Okay. Osama, what was your major? You have talked about, like, your major was software engineering.
Yes, right. I did software engineering.
Okay. What's your future plan?
Right now, I'm planning to study further. I'm planning to do masters, but I don't have my research plan right now. I'm working on it. So as soon as I get it completed, yes.
You just finished your bachelor degree, BS program?
Yes.
Okay.
In past weeks.
Okay. Well, I'm
yes.
quite interested in your program, because my wife is also, have the same background as you have, like software engineering. She's doing PhD in cryptography, which is
Great.
Do you know about cryptography?
Yes, it's on trend nowadays.
Yeah, it's all about, like, security. Some security issues are data mining, like that, data networking. Yeah, because I don't have interest in the software engineering, but whenever I talk with my wife, because she is far away from, like, Wuhan to Xi'an, there is approximately 4-hour distance on the fast train. So whenever I talk, so what you learn, what you now, because this is her first year, because now she got admission in PhD. So that's why I'm very interested, like, about, like, your future plan. What's your future plan? Okay. So
yes,
do you
I
have a
have
plan
to study
to study
more.
abroad? do you have a plan to study abroad?
Yes, surely. Yes, but
Okay.
I am misguided by some people. I am
Okay.
also working on studying abroad. Right now,
Okay.
someone told me that there are some CSE scholarships of China.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'm searching them also, and I have applied for Commonwealth scholarships of UK also.
Okay.
So it's my first attempt, I mean first option to apply for abroad scholarships. If I didn't
Okay.
get admission in abroad, any university abroad, then I will get admission here in Pakistan.
Okay. Okay. Well, we have whenever we talk about scholarships, there are a lot of scholarships in UK, in US, and in China. Especially in China,
Yes,
nowadays, everybody is coming to China because
yes,
there are a lot of fundings over here. Uh,
yes. Stipend is
but
very good.
for US or for UK, uh, some basic requirements for the application is quite
Yes,
difficult. Like you need IELTS, you need like TOEFL, you have to qualify the especially GRE. So these kind of
yes,
tests. So yeah, whenever you apply on the scholarship, you just keep in your mind, just collect the authentic data and list the things like what you have, what you will do, and these kind of things. Especially for China, it's you know very few documents you need, and you just apply and you just have to approach the professors, write an email about your study plan. I mean to say your study background, what you did and what you will do in the future, like in his or her supervision. So this kind of stuff, if you have enough confidence, and if you have like motivation to uh, to tell the professor like I want to do master degree or the PhD degree under your kind supervision. So I think there will be no issue, and I think you will get a wonderful chance.
yes, sure. But the problem is that I have to work on my research proposal because it's very important in master's degree, because it's a research-based degree. So I need to refine my, although I did my research-based project in my bachelor's,
Mhm.
I'm trying to publish my paper as soon as because my journal is published already. I need to
Okay.
publish my paper. So
Okay.
after that, I will apply. And right now, I'm trying to apply somewhere also. Like in UK, I have applied for Commonwealth scholarship because my
Okay.
cousin is there and he's guiding me.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So
Well, at this stage, when I was at the same stage, at the bachelor level, so we don't have like so much, we don't have so much like research mind. After viewing the profiles of different professors from different universities, then we can like understand, okay, the world is going on these kind of research. Okay, I have to think about this. So whenever you whenever you prepare a research proposal, just take an overview of the world's scenario. I mean to say, okay, keep in your interest as well, keep in your interest in your mind, but the question is, what's the future demands? So
that's
these are the
right.
main major things, I think so. So after that, there will be no issue for you, and there will be no difficulty for you.
Exactly. Right.
Hey, Carla,
Yeah.
are you amazed? I mean, we just had two men from the other side of the world have an amazing English conversation.
Yeah. And we could understand it.
Yeah,
And they
amazing.
spoke slowly so we could hear every word easily. They
Okay.
smiled. They're smiling still. And I think they need to be congratulated.
Yes, they
They
do.
gave each other
Thank you.
information. They could help each other. It wasn't just, hi, how are you? How old are you? I am 15. I am 16. Wow. But it was an informative conversation. I'm not saying there's something wrong with the conversation I just did. I expect that from kids.
Yeah.
But this is what I expect to see and to hear.
And just imagine if you had 10 people here speaking just like you are right now, you all learning from each other. So,
Absolutely right.
so we'd like to hear, because Carla said, I've said, we would like for you two to say, come and talk to you, have a conversation with one another. Okay? Can you do that? Say that to, what is there out there now, Carlos? Almost 8,000 people?
Well, almost 8,000 people have been reached. I don't know how many viewers, but the viewers have been in the double digits the whole show.
Okay.
So there's been quite a few viewers. I won't know until the show is over. I don't really like to discuss that.
I know, but I'm just saying, each of you take a turn in English and tell them what the show has done for you and invite them to come and talk to you. Okay?
And also invite
Okay,
them
sure.
to share the
Okay.
show out. The more they share, even if they're afraid to come, maybe their friends or family would like to come and speak.
Right.
So let it come from you, not always from me saying the same thing over and over. It gets boring.
Okay, take it away, one of you.
I think that.
Okay.
Oh. Go. I did not ask for this, but it's been asked now.
Well, I have joined this forum just 1 week ago, Giggle Fest University. As you know the name, as you know the Carla Riechman and Pamela Hills. They are the two wonderful ladies over here to help people to communicate in English. Whenever we talk about English, English is very much important. Whenever you go to abroad, you want to buy something, you want to communicate, you want to communicate each other. So you must speak in English. If you can't speak English, so there will be a lot of difficulties for you. So that's why this program, have a lot of wonderful objectives, to connect all around the globe. Like I'm from, currently I'm in China, and Osama is in Pakistan, Carla is in US, and Pamela is in, I'm not sure, like
US.
US, yeah. A lot of, states, so you're from different states. So, and a lot of people's over here. One day I remember almost 8 to 10 people they are from different countries and different region of the world. So it's an amazing experience. So I just want to say to people, I just highly recommend the people, like, you must join this show to speak English, build your confidence, because it's very important for your future or for your career. So because if we don't speak, then I mean to say it's our loss. If we don't speak, if we don't communicate each other, whenever we talk about the top leaders, great thinkers or philosopher, educationist, so this is the two-way process. Whenever we speak, listen, reading, writing, these are the major things for a good leader, for a leadership qualities. So this is what I have learned, and still we are a very small students. We call it in Chinese, 小的学生. So Carla Riechman, Pamela Hills, thank you so much. You are doing a very wonderful job. Believe me, when you talk to people, we are learning so much. We are learning a lot from all guys. So this is the, I think, thing which I learned from you, and I'm still learning.
Okay. Wonderful. And
Thank you so much.
we learn from you as well. So
And,
as we say, it's a two-way street.
Yeah.
Okay.
and because of what you said, we're getting people in now, and we're over an hour and a half. But do you want to say something, Sama?
Yes, I would like to say that I have a message for people who are watching. We should at least try once. It isn't a big thing.
Try or do?
They should like it's always a fear. It's a shell that we have to break.
Right.
We have to come out of that fear, and it's very good. Like I joined this show yesterday, as Miss Carla asked me to join, and I joined you. Today I was waiting for the show, but I got some work to do. I completed it and I came back. I thought that it would have ended, but you people were here. So we should try to conversate in English. It isn't a big thing, but it is necessary, because our local language, our national language remains inside the boundaries of our countries, but English is used everywhere. Like if two people meet from different countries, they don't understand each other's language, but they understand English. We should at least learn that much English that we can conversate with different people. So I would ask everyone to come and join us. That's it.
Thank you. Well said. Naeem, very, very quickly, because we are really
Well,
over.
one thing which is very important. I have missed this thing. I'm over here in China. Believe me, each and everything, nothing is, free over here. If you want to take a bus, so you need to pay the, you need to swipe a card, each and everything. But this program, Giggle Fest University, believe me, for in China for 1 hour, I mean to say, if you want to speak English, and if you are a native speaker, for 1 hour they give you 200 RMB, 200 RMB, which is about, I'm not sure, like 7 RMB is about $1. So you can calculate like 200 RMB for 1 hour. So this program is totally free from all over the globe, which is very wonderful thing. You know, this thing which I want to share with you guys. So you must join. This is a very big opportunity.
Fantastic.
Okay. That is, I'm so glad you said that. But as I'm saying that, people are beginning to come in, and I am going to have to lock the room because we are running out of time. And Farid, we don't want to see your wall. I give you 1 minute to show your face. If you don't, I will remove you and you can come back another day. Okay, there's some extra noise in the background somewhere. Maybe Usama or Naeem. I have no idea who it is. But Atif, I don't think we've ever spoken before. Can you please introduce yourself?
So, hi everyone. Can you guys listen?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah.
Instead of
Great.
saying listen, let me correct you. It should be,
Yes, yes.
can you guys hear us? Listen
Yeah.
is actually listen. Oh, how to explain it? It's actually listening to the words, but you want to know if we can hear you. And Farad, I'm sorry, I need to remove you because I'm not interested in your wall. Bye. Go on,
Uh, yeah,
Atif. How
yes,
do you, am I pronouncing your name correctly?
yes, you are pronouncing my name correctly. It's Atif,
Okay.
and thanks for the correction. And yes, we have talked about 2 or 3 weeks ago. Maybe I have a conversation, detailed conversation with both of you, Carla and Pamela. Sorry, I couldn't
it's
pronunciation your.
it's fine. There's not too many Pamelas where you live. It's okay. I've been
So
called
actually,
Pamela. Huh?
Pamela, right? So actually, Hill sounds familiar for us.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
Yes. So, as Carla asked me, we have talked like some days ago, and maybe you guys remember we have talked about Walmart and some software engineering stuff, and that was our like topic. Just to introduce myself.
Atif, if I could remember everyone I speak to every day, I would, and I was paid for it, I'd be a millionaire. I'm not paid. I'm not paid for this, real.
No,
So, but
no, no.
introduce yourself as if no one knows you, because there are over 8,000 people have been reached by this show, and I'm sure you don't know all 8,000. So introduce yourself. Who are you? Where are you from? Let us know you. You can do it. I know you can.
All right. Yes, just to beginning the
Uh-oh.
I think he's freezing.
Yeah.
Are you there, Atif?
Nope, he's gone. Oh, he's back. We're having a magic show. They're here and then they're gone.
They can't leave and come back at this point because the room is locked.
Oh,
Let's.
he's back though.
He didn't leave.
Huh? No. Okay, Atif.
Atif,
yeah. Sorry, my internet was creating some problem. So yes, I am. My name is Atif. Complete name is Muhammad Atif, and I am here from Lahore, Punjab, in Pakistan. And I'm graduate computer science. I have completed my graduation in computer science, and working as a software engineer since 2 years.
Oh.
very
Wow.
good. Do you work in a company or do you work for yourself?
Actually, both. I work in company as a full-time employee, and sometime I have like personal projects and personal assignments. So you can say I'm working on both sides.
Okay. Do you have anything, because we really are over time, do you have anything that you'd like to discuss with us today?
Yes. Yesterday I was trying to join your conversation, so my internet was creating some problems, so I just missed. And today I just checking the Facebook and found your yeah, like you people are doing conversation, so I just joined and came here to say you hello, hi. As you people have some short time, so of course we can have some detailed discussion some other time.
Okay. Do you want to ask him any questions, Pamela?
I just want to say welcome. It's nice to meet you. Carla
Right.
lives in DC, Washington, DC in America, and I live in Ohio. So I just want to say hi. I don't remember you. I'm like Carla. I talk to 5,000 plus people, and ones that I talk to every day.
Yes, yes, I you know,
And I have talked to a native
yes,
before.
it's completely fine.
Yeah.
It's completely fine. I'm not asking you people to remember me. So I just tell you that I will have like short conversation before.
Okay. Well, it is wonderful talking to you, and hopefully you will come again. I think it was wonderful that you talk among yourselves, and we don't have to talk so much.
Well, you know what? Someone brought up to me yesterday that it's really important for people to hear us speak.
Mm.
And if we allow them to do all the speaking, that isn't done. Yesterday, I told a lot of stories about the show, and maybe
All
Naeem,
right. So
Naeem was here.
you guys have some time to discuss something.
What?
What did you just
And
ask, Atif? I didn't understand your question.
yes, sorry. Let me repeat. So you guys have some time to discuss, or just leave, about to leave?
I really need to think about closing the show now. I brought you in because I hadn't locked the room and you were in the white room and I felt bad. So once you get in the white room, I bring you in regardless. But I don't leave anyone in the white room. Not coming on camera.
Right. So no problem. We actually I'm looking to discuss in have a detailed discussion with you people. So of course we can have some other time.
You can come tomorrow. Come early. Don't come at an hour and a half after the show had started. Come
Sure.
earlier. You come this late,
Yes.
there's a good chance I will not let. I just
Yes, of
forgot
course.
to lock the room, and I've been doing that a lot recently. Naeem, you were here yesterday, were you not?
Oh, he's muted.
I know. Were you here yesterday?
Actually, I was not. I was just for the listening, but not for a few minutes because I was busy, like doing some assignment of my project. So that's why I was not here.
Can you take a moment and tell? But you listened, right?
For a few minutes, not the whole story.
Okay. Usama, do you want to tell them a little about yesterday's show because it was really quite amazing and you were here?
Yes, but I don't remember many things that what we discussed yesterday.
Okay, we'll leave it at that. With that, people, the website is working. If you have a problem, you can write it here, but I'm going to tell you, close your Zoom, I don't even know anymore. Close your browser, restart your device and come back again, because I do check it when I hear that and there hasn't been any problems with that. We are once again, like always, sponsored by the Institute of Peace, which is an online organization promoting peace throughout the world, one conversation at a time. And here we have many more than one, but I also do a lot of interviews too. And I'm happy to be here and to be with you. And thank you so much for all your support. Thank you, Pamela, for coming today. Thank you, Osama. Thank you, Atif. Thank you, Naeem. Thank you, everyone, because there were some other people here too, and I'm completely overwhelmed. But thank you for coming. I really appreciate it. I will be back here tomorrow at 9:30 p.m. Pakistan time, 12:30 p.m. New York time, to speak with you in English. Today was a almost 2 hours. I may not do that tomorrow, but I will be here. I pushed everything back to give me that time if I need to be. And with that, we are going to wave goodbye and go out laughing. Everyone wave.